away and try block out this Fiora that's coming from Tribe. Tribe, they witness Acolyte's Fiora and they want to now try do some of that dirty work themselves, but it's now going to be up to Acolyte, I believe, who will go over onto the Grag. Is a bit to be desired, but them look like it was a casual match, and now Tribe, they need to try to do the same to Queso.
Made it look like it was a casual match, man. You're going deep. You're just like twisting the knife in the wound like that.
Dude, I'm cutting him hard, man. Like,
feeling like Zoro in One Piece now, just fully going for it and just cutting them in freaking small pieces. Just like versus Pika in the oh no, okay. Just like Pika in the Arc Wiz, Joe Flamingo, I was about to say, but Tribe, they are meaning business. I mean, with a Blitzcrank, go for it. You hit that one grab, that might just be an easy frag. So, Friend, going to be careful not getting picked up by that barrel. They're just going to clear vision and seem like they're going to leave Emperor Duck to take that one solo because they know they're getting invaded right now. So just like, hey, you know what? Just going to send ourselves back up top. So that's a little bit of cross-mapping in the jungle this time around, not for turrets. And we haven't seen too many invades today. So I'm happy to see something change a little bit. It feels good.
Yeah, makes sense. Level 1 pressure Blitzcrank can pull out. Also combined with the pressure of Lee Sin early game is just way too strong right now for the Cyber Tribe to be able to deal with. Or sorry, should I say Team Queso? Because Team Queso, they're going to be weighing more towards the level 5 mark when that Orianna does get a shockwave up. But it will be Orianna maybe not making it through to that point. Already pulled in. It will be first blood. The pull from the Blitzcrank comes down. That flex pick showing us why it plays so strong.
The issue with Blitzcrank is that late game, it doesn't have as much impact as you might expect. It can get a few off angles and create a good opportunity or two there. But in general, early game is where you want to play this Blitzcrank. You want to have him roam a lot of the time, find those opportunities. If you just keep a Blitzcrank in his lane alone doing his 2v2 matchup, it's not going to work as good as you might expect. You might get yourself some kills, but you want to go for those ganks. That's why Blitzcrank is currently... in my opinion, very decent in the game. And also, he's got the flash still available. He could go for a nice grab if he wants onto Memorize through the wall, but no, he's not going to do it just yet. I feel like I'm being biased onto Friend, and I'm always looking at him like, what is he doing? What is he doing? I don't know.
Where's my Blitzcrank cat, boy? But you see as well, Ruiz just not having respite here, Maxman, because again, the Lee Sin roams as well. And with the duo roam potential, it's going to be so hard for Team Queso to be able, as a result, to make it to this level 5 mark. And it's going to be all up right now, I think, as well, to the side of Tribe to extend their lead early on and use their advantage that they've got with the Blitzcrank, with the Lee Sin early, because as you mentioned later on, these two picks just fall into tank positions. They don't perform so well in the ability to take out core members of Team Queso.
Yeah, that's why they got to try and really scale as much as possible in the early to mid game stage. If they do so, because we see Tribe taking us to a game 3, but Team Queso, doesn't matter. Sure, they got himself killed initially. The first blood did go the way of Tribe, but they are not going to give up whatsoever. And I love their composition too. I think they really have a strong one. They got the OG League of Legends PC, very early days wombo combo of the Cataclysm of Andres Zed onto also the Shockwave of Ruiz, which if the execution is done properly on that end, it leaves very small room to make the comeback happen in that engage, I would say. So Team Queso, they got a big winning condition, is very clear. I'm surprised to see Ibu though on top of this Jhin. I don't think has been a champion he's been having the biggest success rate with, but Misfortune not getting picked up. He's gonna have to go for that Jhin instead, which I would have loved to see potentially a Kai'Sa or something else down that line, but Jhin is going to be the pickup for him, which against the team of composition was the Lee Sin and the Blitzcrank. I said it earlier, it's not the best situation to be in as a Jhin.
I'm not going to mention anything against the Jhin because we did that in the second series and we saw how good Trovo looked on it. So I still think that as a pick itself, Jhin still brings out a lot of damage, just like the Misfortune. I think Ibu is a character here to really play for that burst damage potential, straight up just knock someone out of the fight. But talk about damage, it is going to be Van Infernal Dragon, going to be first up. And you see Team Queso looking to try take priority over this vision, over the river, because they cannot let this go over to Tribe.
And you know how much Tribe loves this this Infernal Drake. They're going to be trying to fight tooth and nail for it, as this is a Drake that normally you do not want to do some cross-mapping for. You want to actually take the fight and give it a shot, Friend, waiting behind that wall. They got the vision too. Scuttle's going to be traded away, going to be given 14 Queso. So they're going to be trying to join up on that spot. They are a little bit split, though. I'm a little bit skeptical of how Team Queso are approaching this. There you go. Regroup behind the pit. They should be good. But because of how the map is put and mirrored, they're going to... Oh, my God. That was way too close for comfort. My butt cheeks were cleansed right there. Clenched, not cleansed. That was a little bit weird how I said it, but that's okay. Potentially too. Engage coming on forward. Sniped away by Snitch. Taking some severe damage. Locket and Chant will come in clutch to try and tank a bit more of that engage. But now, because they know the memorize is rather low, will this be Tribe potentially going for Drake or just looking for another opportunity? It seems like they're slowly going to be making their way down the river. The vision is present currently, but especially Blitzcrank through the wall. That is an easy grab just about to happen if they're not careful enough. Goes for it. Does not connect. Drake going to be rather low. They're going to be taking a fight, especially onto this Fiora. Leon in a really bad spot, and that's going to be the Lee Sin smiting it down. Infernal Drake going away off Team Tribe.
The Fiora does the work she needs to even gets home away without dying, and that will be Infernal Dragon just clean taken away by Tribe. And you know that's going to increase so much damage, particularly in the like of this Aurelian Soul here. Maxman, who, as you mentioned, doesn't even need to use the abilities to use the damage in his kit. And now alongside the Fiora late stage, alongside the Desire, who's going to be making those feathers fly real hard into the side of Team K. So that damage, that 8% buff going over in their favor is going to make so much harder to escape through this early to mid game stage to reach the late game where Jhin is going to really start to perform.
Yeah, it's going to be starting to get very scary very quickly if they do not get themselves ahead. Man, I love how French just always talking about the Blitzcrank, man. I swear to God. He's just always waiting behind those walls for an opportunity, maybe trying to get some vision initially. Mirage trying to clear that ward, not able to do so. Going to have to jump away to safety. Will be fine, but maybe not the case for Andres Zed, as he's also going to have to snitch his way out of that spot. And let's slowly roam him up. It's going to be a 4v4 potentially coming up. Friend also in the bush, just waiting for an opportunity to grab an unwilling target. Going to go for it. Smited once again by the Lee Sin, but oh my God, Tribe just get melted so damn quickly. Double kill for the Rakan. That's a surprise to sure, but a welcome one. As Emperor Duck just going to be dipping away from that engage. But sure, they do get the Herald, but those 2 kills are so valuable for Team Queso, and that's going to crack open the mid lane, actually.
That was a 4-man stun for that Rakan. Real juicy coming out for him, and the MVP will actually open up that first turret, and that provides more space for them. And that's going to push Tribe ever so slightly further back and give them some more breathing space here, moving through into their own jungle and moving through the enemy jungle as well from the side lanes and even to the side lanes. You see that teleport as well from Fariz will cancel out Emperor Duck, being able to get that turret in the top side as well, so we're not even going to be able to return anything for it.
No return on investment, unfortunately. There's no free real estate on this one. Please tell me you got that meme. Please tell me you did. Please.
Dude, I'm too uncultured for this meme, dude. I'm sorry.
No.
Like...
Oh no! Get out of my Discord right now.
You need to culture me on these, but just like will be Snitch and co-culturing this Gragas because he's going low and he's not done yet.
Oh, what an amazing casket coming out from Macalite. He's clutching it once again. He wants the MVP position twice in a row, and also the Jhin from a distance. He's going to be getting an amazing curtain call. Applying the slows also onto Emperor Duck. He's going to have to make his way through, flashing away to safety with a grab in the tower. Memorize, instant regret. And Lee Sin looking for it. He gets the heal last second. Oh my God, he makes it happen. And Friend, last second, can he survive it? He's going to go for the banner under tower, and Friend will be good to go. But man, what an absolute beast. Andres Zed does so many good plays, and also Acolyte. These 2 guys are godly. They're just like the perfect counter picks to Tribe, apparently.
You don't need champions when you got busted SSS plus tier players on your roster. Your Acolyte and also Androside, they make work happen in these fights, even when it was Tribe doing the engage there. And could you imagine now how these tables would have turned if Tribe didn't pick up that Infernal Dragon? If Team Queso were able to pick that one up, that would have been real scary, because going into the second Drake, it's going to be that Ocean Drake, and it will be important now for Team Queso to start picking up counter Drakes to that Infernal and start have that vampirism, start having even the Cloud Drake or that Mountain Drake in board as well for that future speed, ulti cooldown, or tankiness.
Dean's got himself a Fiangle, Blade Caller. Oh, how does that not connect onto Ruiz? I do not know. That looked so close yet so far. Team Queso going to slowly converge their way. Herald was popped in mid, which I think is going to be a way for Tribe to apply indirect pressure onto Team Queso, try and force some fight, maybe come into there with them, which is going to be good. There you go. Great grab onto the Jarvan, but he's going to have to push his way back. Also, the kick from the Lee Sin is not going to be that relevant. And there you go. Another great engage from Andres said, but though, the damage is not there this time around. Very surprising seeing how dominant those last fights actually were. Snitch going to be clearing off that fight entirely, picking up with the kill onto the Rakan, and that is going to be an easy Ocean Drake potentially coming on through, unless Acolyte is able to get a sneaky steal with a barrel, which is slowly making his way over there, but the chance of that happening are very slim here.
Yeah, they're not going to contest potentially friends who could just pull them straight over the wall and take them out of the fight completely out of the equation. But Acolyte wasn't there in that fight, and that was the core reason why they lost that fight. There wasn't that burst damage to follow up with that Jarvan capitalism, and as a result, you didn't even have the displacement that the Gragas could also bring as well from that explosive cask. So that was why they didn't win that fight, even though initially it looked better and it was executed initially better from a technical standpoint by Team Queso.
Yeah, the execution of Team Queso today has been really, really strong. I think that they took a little bit of time. I don't know if you agree on this one, Highland. They took a little bit of time to get to this level. They were just getting used to the competitive environment, and it does take time. It's a completely different mindset from what you do in scrims or just in normal ranked games, and now they're coming into this, and they are defeating potentially one of the best teams, second best team in Europe currently. Grab very close to 10th on Friend once again. But just a little bit too fun. That's the main issue. It's always a little bit frustrating playing Blitzcrank when he's just like on the edge. Not sure if it's going to connect or not, but most of the time is not going to be the case. As the movement speed, especially of Team Queso, is rather high now, as they have been getting a little bit more move speed with those levels, able to get himself some few power spikes. But Baron is going to be available in the bottom side though. Nice little 1v1. Acolyte versus Leon. But it's going to be a nice 50% damage trade-off between these two teams. As now into the top side. Man, you got a lot of back and forth there. Snitch going to try and look for the stun, potentially onto this one. Will get on top of the Rakan and also on the Orianna. And now it's time for the fight to ensue. GA going to be popped away. Not going to be looking amazing for the Jin. Going to try and flash his way to safety, but it's not going to be looking good. And here you go, Tribe making a comeback potentially happen. Double kill for Snitch on the Orion Soul. And they're looking for way, way more. As under tower, Team Queso will be there crying and bawling their eyes out. And not much is going to be getting away off Team Queso as they only take down Emperor Duck.
Again, the second fight, Acolyte was just not there to do the damage we needed. The Cataclysm came out, the Gragas was there ever so slightly towards the end of the fight, but didn't have that initial burst of damage, didn't have the impact, and with only Ruiz there to do the damage as that Orianna, or they know that that is the only core player they need to start taking out, because as soon as the Ibu fires those 4 shots, he's not going to have that damage output compared to the side of that Orianna, who will be flinging those balls back and forth onto the enemy side. Damn.
Checking onto this one. Baron, they iron it out. Team Queso. I don't think this will... Well, Andres is AFK. Yeah, Andres, you got to move eventually, mate. Hopefully he's going to be coming back very, very soon. There you go. He's moving indeed. Vision going to be cleared away also by Doom on his Xayah, which I keep on saying. I think Xayah is currently Doom is one of the best Xayahs currently in the region, and if he's put in a position where he can easily get those blade callers, it's going to make matters really, really hard for Team Queso to find those engages, especially for the likes of Acolyte, Memorize, and also Andres Zed. They have been struggling quite a bit to find those opportunities purely off the bat of Xayah having such a good peeling potential in her kit. So they're struggling quite a bit. Now, checking onto this one. We are currently 30 minutes into the game, 7-7 in terms of gold lead. It is now 5,000 gold lead going away of Team Tribe, which is not insane for such a long game, as I said earlier, coming to the second BO3 matchup of the day, but it is something rather significant, and if you allow that to happen, it could build into a way bigger goal lead if you just let it slide a little bit further.
Tribe, though, they're not done quite yet. Again, roams from Snitch won't find that stun for now, as it will be the side of Team Queso holding back for now. Friend aggressive though, looking for that.
Oh my god!
Find it so close, but yet no cigar, and it will be them. Control once again over his mid lane. Now Control moving over down to the Dragon here as well. Max Man, it will be the third one potentially going into their pockets, and it does start to get a little bit scary for Team Queso, who need to pick up these objectives now.
They need to. They got themselves a mid lane turret earlier, so that's still going to be some really good presence in general they can bring for themselves. Blitzcrank trying to jump on forward with the Yek-Tek flash, but not going to get anything done with that one just yet. They're looking for the opportunity, and they know that the time during which the grab is down is their opportunity to engage. Then the top side, Leon going to be getting some great split push, which Fiora, in terms of split pushing potential, is definitely high up there on the list. The grab, they go on to Memorize, but Memorize doesn't really matter. He can easily jump out of that fight with his team. Snitch going to go for the CC onto the Celestial Expansion, but not going to get much done. And they are trying their best to fight this one with Fiora. Leon's got himself to teleport, and no friend's going to go potentially for that flash engage. Flash for flash onto the grab. He will be able to zone it out. But now Drake is going to be on the menu as Gragas is going to join the party. Sure, a little bit late, but he will be there regardless. It's down to 50% HP. Curtain call from Jin from a distance. Great Cataclysm onto the backline. Going to put them very split for the side of Tribe. But a little bit too deep for the Rakan. Where is the damage? They just have nothing right now. And Team Queso, they are getting eliminated so quickly. They're able to make himself a kill along the way onto Emperor Duck, but it's going to be a triple kill now for Doom, and I set it up to an extra bunch of frags. He's looking for a pentakill, maybe looking for another one, but no, Doom goes down. The pentakill will be an eventuality, but not for this fight. As Tribe win the Drake, win absolutely everything, and the ace on Team Queso will be scored.
The core reason why Team Queso did not win that fight, Max, was Jin missed 3 of those 4 curtain call shots, and the result was not able to be in the fight until the end after the damage had already been done by Tribe, and was not able to make the damage you saw him still have in the fight towards the end. Pick off the double kill would have been maybe a little bit more effective. If Jin doesn't land these curtain call shots and fights when he stays back away from the fight, that is why Jin falls off in terms of a meta pick, because simply it's not the same as the likes of Misfortune running in when she can land that bullet time, not only zone away easier, but also spread easier right in front of the fight.
You go, oh my god, I'm seeing Blitz. He's got vision on that blue. He's gonna troll with the blue, isn't he? He knows. I'm just like I can't take that blue. He's just gonna grab it away. So it's gonna be toxic as hell. But 60 minutes in now, we're currently seeing that, especially the next Drake is gonna be a Cloud. It's going to be a Soul Cloud Drake, which is going to make that move speed a little bit unbearable for whichever team is able to get it. Or should I say unbearable for the team that's not going to be getting it. Things are going to get a little bit dicey. As Baron slowly going to be seeing Tribe making their way up there. And I'm at a point of the game, especially with the gold lead like this, of 9,000 making his way slowly but surely towards 10,000. With the Baron now added to the menu, I don't think that we're going to be seeing Team Queso make this comeback happen. I do think we will be going to a game 3. So, going to go for the engage. Solo, Snitch, not going to be able to do too much, but now the damage will ensue. Cataclysm, but Andrew said the point of doing that without your team is just not great. Oh my god, that shockwave is mental. What a good play from Ruiz. Unfortunately, not everyone there is ready to follow up on that engage. And in the bottom side, Leon takes an amazing 1v1 onto Acolyte. And now the Nexus is bare, and after that fight, they could try and end the game here.
Yeah, Leon takes the bot side turret, and that will be now those empowered minions going to be constantly going through into them, and that's going to suck for that next Drake as well. But I don't think it's going to last this long, as now the second tier turret falls, and it will now be only the mid-tier turret, the sole remaining one to stand, as it will just drop down. It will be Team Queso here, only on their final stand as well, as it will be the end, and Tribe taking this one for sure.
Yeah, good grab to close it off. They're going to go for the nice kills. Increase those stats a little bit. Oh my god, that shockwave again, twice in a row. Ruiz been absolutely godly. They're going to go golden for a few, and that is going to be match said and done. Going away off Tribe for our second game of the series. It is 1-1. Man, we're having a little bit of a tie here in this series. And who's going to be the real champion of this one? Is he going to be Team Queso?
Here we did question it, and when the Jin doesn't find damage in these fights, when the Jin can't find the shots